Good morning everyone. We are going to discuss about the neurotransmitter. What is neurotransmitter? Neurotransmitter is a chemical messenger which are endogenous chemicals that which is helpful for neurotransmission. Neurotransmitter means it is a chemical messenger which is helpful for the neurotransmission. They transmit the chemical signal across the neuromuscular junction from one neuron to another neuron. So it transmits their signals from one neuron to another neuron. What is the classification of neurotransmitter? They are classified under the four categories. The first one is amino acids, where the aspartic acids, glycine, glutamic acids and GABA comes under the category of amino acids. The second one is peptides, vasopressin, somatostatin, neurotransmitter, which performs specialized functions on the hypothalamus, which act on the brain. So, and the third one is biogenic amines. Norepinephrine, dopamine serotonin comes under the biogenic amines. And the fourth one is acetylcholine for the excitability from acetyl-CoA, which the dopamine, serotonin and acetyl-CoA perform specialized modulating functions. So this is the classification of neurotransmitter. They classified under the category of four types. First one is amino acids, second one is peptides, the third one is biogenic amines, and the fourth one is acetylcholine. So what is neurohumoral transmission? It means that it implies that nerve transmit their messages across the synapses and the neuroeffector junctions by releasing the humoral messengers. Humoral messenger means it is a biochemical messenger. So it implies that nerves will transmit their messages across the synapses and neuroeffector junction by releasing the biochemical messenger. At first stage, the junctional transmitter was thought to be electrical, but in the year of 1905, a scientist named Elliott suggested that sympathetic nerves function by the release of acetylcholine-like substances. Sympathetic nerves functions by releasing an adrenaline-like substances. Again in 1921, Otto Loisby provided the direct proof for the neurohumoral transmission by perfusing or isolating two frog heart in a series. So the stimulation of vagus nerve on the first heart caused the cardiac arrest of the both. Thus, a chemical have been released by means of an vagal stimulation, and the stimulation from the first heart is passed to the second heart and arrests the second heart. So, the vagal stimulation from the first heart moves to the second heart, which leads to the cardiac arrest. The vagal stimulation substances was found in 1926. The vagal stimulation is by means of the substance named acetylcholine. So acetylcholine is released, so that released from the first heart, which is transmitted to the second heart, which causes the cardiac arrest of the both heart. The step involved in neurohumoral transmission. The first one is impulse conduction. Impulse conduction means the resisting transmembranous potential is minus 17 MV, which is inside the cell. Inside the cell, the resting transmembrane potential is minus 17 MV, and the depolarization is achieved by the stimulation or the arrival of an electrical impulses that causes sudden increase in the sodium conductance, and thereby depolarization occurs and the charge of the cells becomes positive. So once first inside the cell, the charge is in negative state. Once the depolarization is achieved by the stimulation or the arrival of an electrical impulses, which leads to an increase in the sodium conduction, that thus the depolarization occurs, the charge becomes positive. After this, the potassium ions is moved out from the direction of the concentration gradient and repolarization is achieved. The first step is impulse